Okay, welcome to the second part of hair product knowledge. Let's keep going. All right, types of shampoos. All right, you're not going to hear these terms real often. So this is kind of like some of these you will and some of these you won't. But there's certain things that you need to know for the test. Okay, so you've got your all-purpose shampoo. If I was in a salon and I had someone that I was trying to get to purchase products and they had never done that, and they didn't have any special needs or anything, I would be selling them an all-purpose shampoo, something that the whole family could use. Okay, I know it's going to be better than anything they can buy in a grocery store, but it's nothing, anybody can use it, okay? And it has a low alkaline content, so remember, low alkaline is going to be easier on my hair. pH balanced, okay, remember it has the same pH, which is 4.5 to 5.5. Right, a plain shampoo. It contains a high alkaline soap base, usually strong, and it's not recommended for chemically treated or damaged hair. Okay, this could fall under, although I think it's further along in here, this could be your shampoos that you use before you give someone a perm to make sure that there's no buildup on their hair. Pretty sure that that's a little bit further on now. And soapless. Okay, so it looks the same as regular shampoo, but the main ingredient is not soap anymore. It lathers without harsh alkaline ingredients, and the benefit is it's effective in both soft and hard water and rinses out easily. I think sometimes you'll see these like on the internet. They'll advertise things as soapless shampoos. Still liquid though. It's important to remember. Okay, medicated. I've got dandruff. Okay, if I use a medicated shampoo, it's for a hair scalp problem. If I use a medicated rinse, it's the same thing. So medicated, just think of dandruff. All right, clarifying what I was talking about before. High alkalinity, because we want to remove residue off the hair. It has its place. We definitely want these shampoos. We definitely do not want to sell these shampoos to someone to use every day. It'll dry out their hair. But it is used before chemical services. It will remove minerals, chlorine. If the pH is either way, if it's too acidic or it's too alkaline, it's going to cause the hair to swell, and that's not a good thing. So remember, here's 7. We don't want to go too far this way or too far this way. Either one is going to be bad to the hair. Okay, anti-dandruff, very similar to medicated. It has an antifungal or germicide. Remember, dandruff is actually caused by a fungus called Malassezia. Okay, Malassezia is what causes dandruff. So what we think of as dandruff a lot of times is just dry scalp, but actual dandruff is caused by Malassezia. And then you've got your strengthening or your protein additive. Okay, so it's putting protein into the hair where it's damaged because our hair is protein. So it's strengthening those areas that are weak. Aerosol dry. Okay, this would be, a dry shampoo that we use, put it in there, brush it around. It helps absorb the oil, and it gives us more time between shampoos, plus it adds a lot of texture to it. Okay, the non-aerosol powder dry, the example is baby powder. All right, don't go out and use baby powder, but it's the same idea. You sprinkle it on, brush through the hair, it absorbs the oil, extends time. All right, and it says, good for clients who are bedridden. So this is gonna be on the test, and this is the correct answer. Okay, they want non-aerosol powder dry is what you use on people that are bedridden. They can't get out of bed to get a shampoo, like they're in a nursing home or hospital. Now, liquid dry is what I've used in the past. And I put it's also for bedridden patients, but this is not the answer for the test. Make sure you know this one, okay? How this one works is it looks like water. You pour some in your hands and you start scrubbing the person's head. Their hair wets and then it starts creating a lather. And then the longer you keep scrubbing, the lather dissipates, it goes away, and they're just back to having wet hair again. You towel dry it and you style it, okay? None of this is as good as just getting your hair shampooed, but it does give a little lift to someone who can't get a regular shampoo. This one's probably the most refreshing. I did a lady's hair that was in a nursing home for I think 6 weeks with this. It was pretty gross by the end, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was still better to her than not having anything done. I would put the liquid dry on, I would towel dry it, I'd put gel on, set her hair in rollers, and we'd go from there. Okay, conditioning shampoo. Obviously, it's going to improve the tensile strength. Okay, that means that, you know, if I put some tension on that hair, if I put some like I'm pulling with the brush or something, that hair is going to stand up longer. It's not going to break. Has more elasticity, porosity. Okay. Neutralizing shampoo. This one, the easiest example I can give is after a chemical relaxing service. You relax the hair, and then sometimes you put on a neutralizer, but sometimes you use a neutralizing shampoo. You shampoo 3 times. The last time you let the shampoo on for 5 minutes, and it restores the hair back down to the right pH and locks that relaxer in. Okay, a color shampoo. Some of you have probably used this where it has temporary color molecules. So remember, they're just going to sit on the outside of the hair. They're not going to penetrate into the cortex. And it gives you a little bit more color. Thinning hair, it won't damage or weigh down the hair. And it creates ingredients to provide a healthy environment to maximize hair growth. So it'll talk about like cleansing your scalp better. The faster it absorbs liquids, oops, there we go. Okay, we've got the Bounty Quicker Picker Upper. We've got a spill down here. The faster that it absorbs up into the paper towel, yay, it's better. So that's how porosity works with our hair. Our hair, the more our cuticles open, is going to absorb moisture of any kind. That can be water, that can be perm solution, that can be color, that can be anything, okay? Is more porosity good? A little porosity is excellent, okay? Remember, if the cuticle's tight, it's flat, the hair is resistant. It doesn't want to have whatever you're doing to it. If it's open a little bit, perfect. If it's open like this, no, it's very, very damaged. So porosity, the ability of the hair, porous. And think of it like this. If you get out a sponge and that sponge is dry and you try to clean up something, all it's going to do is just smear the water around. Okay? If that water is sopping wet and you try to clean it up, you're just going to smear it around. But if that sponge is just damp, it will clean up the mess. Okay? A little porosity is good, a lot is bad. All right, manageability, how easily a comb can go through your hair. And elasticity, the ability of the hair to stretch and return without breaking. Okay, so if my hair is dry, that means it should be able to stretch 20% of its length without breaking. If my hair is wet, it should be able to stretch 50% of its length without breaking. So let's think about this scenario. You're a little kid and mom says, I got to get these bangs out of your eyes. Okay, so here you are, you're sitting there and your bangs are down in your eyes like that. And mom says, I'm going to cut them. And mom grabs those bangs and she pulls down and she combs and she pulls down really good and she cuts them and they go, whee! And you end up with bangs up here. Did it ever happen to anybody besides me? Okay, that's because mom did not take the elasticity into account. Okay, if your hair can stretch 50%, that means if your hair is 3 inches long, it can stretch another 1.5 inches. Okay, it's much more elastic as if it's healthy. If it's 3 inches long and it's dry, it can only do 20%. It can stretch less than 1/2 inch. Okay, if you can't stretch your hair at all and it just breaks, you got problems. All right, so you can do an elasticity test. Take your hair, wind it up on your fingers, and give it a gentle movement, and it should be able to go like this. If you go like that and it goes bing and it breaks, your hair is damaged. Okay, it should be able to stretch and return without breaking. That's elasticity. All right, rinses and conditioners. Rinses are lighter, conditioners are more intense. All right, so you have chemical and mechanical damage to your hair if you blow dry, if you curl, if you straighten. And also with perms and color services, anything chemical is going to hurt the hair. Your environment and any alkaline products that are on your hair is going to affect it. Now, humectants. You're going to see this word over and over again. A humectant is an ingredient that either keeps the moisture in your hair or actually draws it from the air outside and draws it into your hair. So humectant is a good thing, okay? Rinses and conditioners cannot increase new hair growth. I don't care what you put on out here, it's not going to affect what's going on inside of your skin. Okay, there's no way. Going back to that drawing I just did, so hair growth starts down here. Okay, me putting a conditioner on my hair up here is going to do nothing to that down there. So don't let anybody fool you and tell you that if you buy this product, it's going to make your hair grow. All right, the SDS, the safety data sheets that we have in the dispensary, it's a big book. It tells you what ingredients are in every product that we have. And sometimes when you're using some of these products, it might say to add heat, and that's because heat will open the cuticle and allow the conditioner to go inside and create more lasting change. All right, types of rinses. Okay, this was in my book, 100 years ago. Vinegar and lemon. All right, lemon's probably not too bad. Vinegar, you're gonna stink for a couple days. It says it keeps the cuticle compact, dissolves soap scum, so it takes off any buildup on your hair. It will untangle your hair. It has a pH of 2 to 3. A cream rinse basically it adheres to the hair and it makes it easier to comb. So basically all you're looking for out of a cream rinse is that you can comb through the hair. A medicated rinse, remember, dandruff, scalp and hair conditions. Okay, now we're on conditioners. This is for damaged hair. And instant conditioner. It will coat the hair shaft, but beware, it may build up. And you might have to try to pull that off with, an alkaline shampoo or something. It does not penetrate the cortex. It does not give you any protein to replace the keratin. And it's not recommended for fine hair. Hair's going to go down. Normalizing, have a vegetable protein, have an acidic pH. That's good. We want it to go back to normal, 4.5 to 5.5. And it will cause the cuticle to close after an alkaline chemical service. Again, a normalizing conditioner would be used after a relaxer. Okay, bodybuilding. Penetrates the hair shaft and deposits proteins into the cortex. And it can be used prior to chemical services. Okay, so this is something that's actually going to build up the hair. Now, if you use a protein conditioner, just beware, this may or may not happen to you. When you're done, the hair may feel worse than when you started, okay? Understand that it's still improving your hair inside, but it may not have an ingredient that makes the outside feel all wonderful on the cuticle. So you may have to add another step to create that coating on the outside so your hair feels good. Okay, it's still a very good thing, but if they don't add that second step, it's gonna feel terrible. It's gonna feel like straw, okay? Moisturizing for dry, brittle hair contains humectants that penetrate, so it'll go in and it binds and holds moisture. And then customized, formulate to meet special needs of clients. So you might use a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You might layer a couple things. I remember when they used to, Matrix used to have hair masks. Those were awesome. So there's a lot of options out there. You can use placenta, which sounds really weird. You can buy it in tubes, glass tubes. That works very well on the hair. Just different things that you can find. Oil, an oil mask is really good. All right, and again, the first ingredient is always the largest, no matter if you're talking about shampoo or conditioner, doesn't matter. Okay, everything on this slide, guys, everything is on the test, guaranteed. Okay, so it's going to ask protein conditioners. Where do they get their protein? Either from animal or vegetable. Okay, so it's coming from one of those. Additional ingredients found in conditioners: amines and quats. Remember, quats, quaternary ammonium compound, is the type of disinfectant we use. So barbicide is a quat, but they take that ingredient and they put it into a conditioner, and it makes the hair easier to comb and controls static. Now don't go out and pour barbicide on your hair, just saying. Okay, dimethicones. This is a form of silicone. If you've ever felt silicone, I'm trying to think, it has this very wonderful slip to it. Like it just feels like it's so soft, and it's just a marvelous feeling. It's soft, it doesn't weigh down the hair, and gives softness to the feel of the hair. Fatty alcohols. Alcohol sounds like it would be very drying to the hair, but a fatty alcohol is not. So remember, like the fat wins out over the alcohol. And acids give hair a smooth feel when dry. Fatty alcohol is not a bad thing, that's a good thing. Okay, safety data sheets, we talked about that. Information about the products, it tells you what the ingredients that are in it, what they'll do, is anything hazardous, what do you do if you spill it, what do you do if someone gets it in their eye. That's what a safety data sheet is. And additional resources are available at the Food and Drug Administration, United States Pharmacopoeia, and International Cosmetic Ingredient Dictionary, which I believe we have one on the bookshelf. I forgot to check. All right, and again, for the third time, ingredients on the product label are in order of concentration with the largest amount listed first, and there's more than 13,000 different ingredients used by the cosmetics industry. So that's what's in that dictionary. All right, check what you know. Solutions separate when left standing. A solute is any substance that dissolves into a liquid and forms a solution. A substance that is able to dissolve another substance is known as a or an. A cosmetic classification formed when two or more immiscible substances are united with the help of a binder. So oil and water, okay, they're immiscible, but they're put together. What was that called again? An ingredient found in shampoo that removes oil from the hair is known as a or an. A type of shampoo designed to cleanse hair without correcting any special conditions, just basic. A type of shampoo formulated at the same pH as the hair and skin. A product applied to help close the cuticle and make the hair feel soft and manageable. A product used to fortify damaged areas and protect the hair from further damage. So it's putting keratin, it's putting something similar to keratin, I should say, into the hair. And number 10, the ingredients on a product label are listed in order of their. All right, solutions separate when left standing? Nope. Nope. A solution would be, your examples would be hot cocoa, it would be Kool-Aid, sugar and water. They do not separate. A solute is any substance that dissolves into a liquid. Yep. The solute was the hot cocoa. The solvent was the water. Substance is able to dissolve another substance is a solvent. Remember, water is the universal solvent. Okay, two or more immiscible substances united with the aid of a binder is an emulsion. Okay, so if you are able to take oil and vinegar and you can mix them and you get them to stay like that, they're an emulsion. Okay, so they stick together. If they separate, they're not an emulsion. An ingredient found in shampoo that removes oil from the hair is a surfactant. Remember, it looks like a light bright. It has a hydrophilic end that's round and a lipophilic end that looks like the end of a toothpick. A type of shampoo that cleanses without any problems, all-purpose, your basic shampoo. Okay, formula shampoo with the same pH, pH balanced. A product that closes the cuticle is a rinse. Okay, that's all it's there for. A product used to fortify damaged areas would be a conditioner. And the ingredients on a product label are listed in order of their concentration. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for paying attention, and I'll see you next time with more science.